It's funny to look through like key points, you know, like your saves in the first game, Pino's brilliance, Kling's save off the line, Abby's goal. It's just crazy how everything unfolded.
I think you did a few things too in a couple of
Towards the
games.
end. I saved it. It's just cool that had any of those things went different, it could have been a different ending, but
everybody stepped up too. That's what's cool about this World Cup is everybody stepped up. Our team always gets stronger when we have obstacles to overcome, and it was no different this year. I mean, throughout the entire tournament and even before that, you know, there were things that made our team come together. Staying focused and truly believing in ourselves. But we had to really stay focused, and we had to get rid of all the negative thinking, and we couldn't read anything. We had to just realize what we were there for and complete our task at hand. But it was one step at a time.
When I look at this journey, for me it started in December of 2014 when we went to Brazil and we played very tough opponents. But that kind of transcended things. I think it lit a fire under everyone, and from January until June when we left, it was a grind. It was hard. It was a great journey. I mean, there was lots of people writing us off, but I think that's when we do best, is when we just prove people wrong, and we've got fighters on this team. We've got young talent who showed up big in this tournament. This, for me, was game-changing. Australia, save. You had two big saves that game.
Carli and I have been through so much together. You know, obviously we've played for a long time. We've been close friends. So, you know, besides winning, this is a dream. You know, besides the friendship and all that doesn't matter because we want to win a World Cup. We want to win for our teammates. We want to win for our country. But to still be able to have this moment with your good friend in a World Cup final on the field, after everything that we've been through as teammates, as friends, that was the only time the entire tournament, and we had been through so much that tournament, and that was the only time I shed a tear. And it was a tear of just joy, and I just was proud in that moment. It felt so good to be able to not be stressed in a game. And this is the World Cup final. In that moment, I knew without a doubt that we were gonna win the World Cup. We were not gonna let Japan come back.
This is the ultimate photo. It's what you live for. Stand on the top podium, still gives me chills. We have been waiting for this moment. We knew, those of us that were at the 2011 World Cup, we knew what it was like to watch the other team stand on that. This was by far the best moment. White House, rally.
I mean, it didn't ever get old. Every time people were like, and welcome on stage, the World Cup champions. It will never get old. I mean, we're World Cup champions, and to see us be able to celebrate it, but then to see everybody else celebrate it, you could really see how far soccer's come in our country and how great our fan base is, and it truly is a global sport, and America's coming along for the ride, and it's going to continue to grow. But you know, this says it all right here for me, all the fans in the background. I mean, we truly were American heroes when we came home.
Just seeing highlight reels is when you can really relive the moment. Watching all the U.S. soccer videos, behind the crest videos, the compilation of kind of the World Cup journey, and it was just a ceremony that I had at home with close family and friends, and it was probably 2 weeks later, and it was the first time like I got emotional. It will never get old, but at some point, you got to close this book and get ready for the next thing.
I don't think any great athlete thinks they have enough championships. For me, it's easy to find motivation. I want to be the best. I want to be the best I ever played. I want to continue to win for our team, for our country. I never feel like I've played my best yet. And that's something to look back on every tournament. I always feel like I have more to give. And that's a feeling of not being satisfied with your play. And I don't think any great athlete should be satisfied with their play. I know that Carli scored, 3 goals in the final, yet it's not good enough for her. She's still hard on herself. So I think everybody has something to prove, and that's what makes the American team great.